The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will get first crack at it here. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plan to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe 2-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the boot, looking for his man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Back to pass. Finds a tight end.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Use the play fake, now to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Off the play fake. fires to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
A strike downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. They've got the screen set up. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, though that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the play fake. And the defense got him at the 27.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Hainsworth. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four down territory. The offense still on the field. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They're working that left side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's got him. Just what they hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Curry. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. For the 11th time. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off to the 26.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Gonna swing it on second down. The screen, he's got wheels. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. To the air on first down. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops. He puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. The give to the back. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll move the tight end. Going for the marker on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback will keep it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Slips one. He smashes his way through again. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're turning it on, and he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just get wide open on the right. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the grab down the middle.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens.
There he goes! And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Tennessee.
They'll give it to the back.
Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The sure hands, it's Hainsworth. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. On the move. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down, trailing, breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Send the tight end in motion. Running the red zone. It's Curry. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, the power run here. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Finding an escape route. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught.
How about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. A pickup of 5, marching at the 36-yard line. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Using his legs, it's Curry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hainsworth. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? Punt is in the air on fourth down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Firing to the right, complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. They go to the ground. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. They'll run the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Down to possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Finds him out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. This is a designed run.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. He'll take it himself. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up 14 over Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. No No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Grabs it in the middle. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Makes the grab on the big throw. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Spins away from the defender. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the back. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. He wants it all. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Wide open downfield. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.